Hello everyone, and welcome back to the homestead. It's a lazy Sunday here on the homestead. I was actually just inside watching some football, and we remembered we've got to open up the potato tower. When did we do this? June?
Huh?
June?
I think so. It's been a while.
But basically the idea here was, I'll link the video up in the corner, but we stacked straw, compost potatoes, straw, compost potatoes, straw, compost potatoes, all the way up. We had lots of potato growth out of this thing, but we don't know what we have for potatoes inside it. So we're gonna crack this thing open. We're gonna start pawing through it, and we're gonna see if we got any tomatoes out of this.
I'm sitting on here, Dad.
That's okay. So I made this so that it will just open right up. All right, let's start looking.
Let me go first. I'm gonna start looking too. You do these. Someone.
Don't throw, you can't bruise them.
I am taking swallow.
This was our first layer.
Oh, watch, you got potatoes in there.
Yeah.
Found
And a salamander.
Good job, man. Don't throw them.
Oh, this one started to rot. Is that a mushy one?
Yeah.
one.
There's one. Is
I
that
found
mushy?
one.
Is it mushy?
No.
All right, then clean it off and gently put it in the bucket.
It's a potato. We put in the hay.
And then?
All right, Emma, you can't dig in here anymore.
Oh.
There's all ants.
Oh.
Wow, that's
Okay, because
good.
there's all ants, so you can't dig in here anymore. Here.
I can put them in the bucket.
Yep, that's your job now.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Five. I'm gonna tell camera about this one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, tell the camera about it.
It's a big one.
It's a white potato.
It's a white potato, and it's big, and I don't know
Look
what.
what's happening behind you, Emma.
Whoa, what'd mommy get?
A lot of potatoes. Wow.
Put them in gently. Here you go.
Whoa! What?
Whoop.
I'll throw
I
it
have a hand.
Jackie, talk about what you're finding.
Potatoes.
Well, everything else you're finding.
I'm finding a lot
It
of.
looks like a little fairy house.
I'm finding a lot of starting to compost straw. Of course, the gold potatoes. We found ants, salamanders. It's definitely been a habitat for more than just potatoes in here.
And what do you think about this method so far versus how we did it last
This one got
year?
like a little.
Well, I didn't harvest them last year. You and Emma did. Emma and Jack did. I didn't harvest them last year, so in terms of, I've never dug up my potatoes, but I'd say this is a pretty cool method.
Definitely not getting as many though.
But I don't know if that's really, there's a lot of rotten ones in here, so had we taken better care and done it earlier, we may have had a better...
Well, we did it on time.
No.
We were later last year.
Yeah, but there were still green like growth last year.
Oh, you mean if we had harvested them earlier?
Yes. Here, Emma.
Whoa,
Like, see, there's a lot
also
of
looks
just
like a banana pillow.
rotten. So I think that there would have potentially been. They're smaller than last year's.
Yeah. A spider! I had a good eye on that one. Can you try any more?
There's one.
Here's one too. What?
It's a big one.
Whoa. Whoa, it's really heavy. Whoa.
This part would be extra versus doing them in a garden bed, is your cleanup from all of the hay, straw.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to. You just kind of turn the bed, pull the plants, and pick out the potatoes.
Yeah.
This you do have to clean up.
The white ones definitely grew better than the purples.
Yep.
The white ones definitely grew better.
Pros and cons, what do you think? Pros, it was definitely less work to harvest it.
Let's do
Because
that.
you just kind of paw through, you don't have to dig. I don't know if the harvest was worth it. We planted half as many potatoes last year in the bed, and we got probably twice as many potatoes out of it.
Yeah.
And this year we got probably only
Maybe what we put into it.
We
Because the
put-
purple potatoes didn't produce well.
we put 2 5-pound bags of potatoes in, and we maybe got 10 pounds back.
And I think what the other pro is space. It definitely
It saved space
was hugely condensed
because we took up a whole raised bed last year
in the half.
and a half.
We only did half a raised
Oh,
bed
half a
last
raised.
year.
No, it was like 3/4 of a raised bed.
It was half because the other half was Swiss chard.
Yeah, but it was over a half
Okay.
potatoes. See, one of the things is when we're working with our raised beds, which are small, we don't have tons of space. When we can condense, we really like to. That's why we have the green stalk planters out front where we grow a lot of our lettuce and herbs and things like that. If I can co-plant, like I co-planted the peppers you see behind me with garlic, we'll try to condense and save as much space as possible. The potato tower, I don't know. I'm kind of
I don't know. I think to have good results, you'd have to do it another season. Because the greenery of the potato has been long gone off of this tower.
Yeah.
Or whereas when we harvested last year, there was still abundant green, so the plants were still alive. So
And we did get rotten potatoes out of here.
a ton.
Not
So
a ton, but like
there was a good amount in there.
maybe 25% of the potatoes we found.
Yeah,
were
we're
rotten.
deflated.
And
So
let's
I
see
think
which one is the biggest one.
you'd have to do it again. I think that's the biggest one. You'd either have to do it again or
Or do a side by side.
do a side by side. Yep.
That's what I think we'll end up doing for next year. Maybe taking one of these raised beds in here, we'll plant the whole thing with potatoes, and then we'll do another potato tower because they don't take up much space. It's just a bale of straw, a couple, scoops of compost, and it's pretty easy to do. We do have the asparagus bed in here. This is now the asparagus bed, so that's permanently asparagus. The strawberry bed, it almost looks like the strawberry bed is dead.
I want to take it out. I just want to do strawberries somewhere else. I think they have not done well there.
Yeah. The strawberries definitely don't like that spot. So I guess that's an update on the potato tower.
Well, we didn't do cons.
Cons, we didn't get a ton of potatoes.
We didn't get a ton of potatoes. The work, like the cleanup. So another con, I do all the mowing and weed whacking around here, and eventually the grass grows around and in it, and it gets larger, and you can't weed whack around it because you're going to also take down your potatoes. So I would say that was a massive con in terms of just keeping the area clean. Jack and I had talked about maybe putting it up on a pallet or something, but even still, the potatoes hang down.
Yeah, you just kind of have to resolve that.
You're not going to mow or weed whack that area.
Yeah. I was hoping that this was going to be a
Push my car.
raving success. Brian from the Homestead Journey podcast had mentioned it. I think he did it this year as well. I'm going to have to get with him and see how his potato tower turned out because ours was just a little underwhelming. We'll probably give it another shot next year, see how it goes alongside the raised bed planting of potatoes. But for this year, we do have some potatoes, but we're going to have to end up buying more as the winter goes on. As always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.